Why do I feel like calling an exterminator?
Hey, what's up my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Core Class Rise of the Beasts, Freezer. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up top here, we have a nice image of Freezer looking all frozen, question mark? His name is Terracon Freezer. He is T-Freezer. T-Freeze! Transformers! On this side we have Freezer, on this side we have Freezer. He is a Core Class, a Class Originaire, Core Class A, Class Nucleo, Class A, Nucleo up top, Transformers Rise of the Beasts. On the bottom, words, things, barcodes. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, and that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along here, we have Freezer, another Terracon baddie from the upcoming Rise of the Beasts movie. And here he is in his robot mode. He is packed in robot mode. And yeah, I quite dig this little guy. I like him. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at that noggin of his. He is literally a 4 eyes, but the eyes are done in red. I do quite like the coloration on him. It's like grays and browns, just makes him look kind of a little dingy, makes him look a little weathered. But I personally dig it. Some nice detail going on there. He has, 4 arms. He's like mini Goro. He's like this is basically if Goro and Frenzy had a baby. This is what it would be. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. But anyway, that's some nice detail there. It's a pretty nice paintwork in my opinion. No paint on the legs, unfortunately, but some nice detail going on there. His toesies. And move at the back, his frozen booty, backpack going on there. We got some coloration in there. We got a little bit of yellow in there. Also, so all in all, I actually dig this little guy. I like him. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, so it can rotate at this axis here. You can get some side-to-side, some up and down. The neck itself is on a hinge, so you can look up and do total squirrel. You can do all kinds of that, so you can have the head straight up or have it hunched over. You can do what you want there. The arms are on ball joints, can rotate, do a full 360 in and out. The elbows are on a ball joint. Same thing with the second set of arms, ball joint, nothing at the waist. The legs are on the ball joints. You can get the legs up about that far, you can get back about that far outward, full splits. Get a little bit of rotation at that ball joint itself. You don't have anything at this knee joint, but you do have a ball joint right here that can move forward and straighten out only about that much rotation. And the feet are on a ball joint, so you have actually not that much upward, a little bit upward, a lot of downward. You have rotation, and you have a little bit of ankle tiltage. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with the Core Class RC. Here he is with Deluxe Bumblebee. And here he is with Voyager Battle Trap. So, there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode, and there are no accessories. What you see is what you get, but yeah, I like this little guy. I dig him, but without further ado, let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's! So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take his head and just straighten it out. Just bring it up so it is sitting like that. We're going to come here to the backpack. We're going to bring it up. It's on a double hinge, so just bring it up only halfway, and then you're going to come in here and flip out this barrel like that. And once we've done that, you take all this, bring it up and over to cover his face. That will just swoop itself into place, and there you have that part all done. Now, as far as the arms go, you're going to swing them back, and then you're going to rotate his forearm up. So bring the arm back, and then rotate the forearm up. And then you're going to bring his arms back, his second set of arms back. And what's going to happen here is you have, focus camera, you have this tab right here that will go into this slot right here. So just line that up and plug that in. So it sits like that. Second versus like the first. Just basically plug his elbows together. And just straighten that out as best you can, and you got that going on. Now, as far as the legs go, the instructions just basically say to just kind of straighten his legs out here, just kind of bring them up and just straighten them out, just kind of have them, just kind of hanging out back there, and oops, his elbows came undone. But yeah, it's pretty much how they want them looking, just looking like just legs hanging out back there, but that is it, and there is Freezer in his alt mode. No. For being so small, you'd think he would spin better, but no. That's why he's a bad guy. That's why he's a bad guy. But there he is in his alt mode, and yeah, he's just, basically a little weapon emplacement, but transformation is not anything all that involved. He's basically just kind of in like a weird yoga pose, where his legs just kind of hanging out back there. But hey, things, stuff, they do them. We'll get it close here so we can take a look at the details. You can see that barrel there. Actually nicely molded, and everything else is pretty much everything we've already saw, just in a slightly different configuration. He's just kind of like on his back, balancing on his arms, but hey, weapon emplacement, imagination, use it! He's kind of just like Galvatron, he's like Galvatron if he was, small and ugly, it's just, hey, why not? But we do have a couple more configurations we can do here, so let's get down to transformation again, shall we? That was a little bit better. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to untab his arms, and then we're going to just take the legs, little tab slot connection right up in here. If the camera will focus, there it is, little tab slot connection right there. Just bring that up, and just tab that in on either side, like that. And then we're going to take his forearms here on the second set of arms and rotate them 180. So we're going to bring them up, and we have a tab right here that'll go into a slot in the side of his leg. So just line that up and just tab that in like so. Second versus like the first. Just bring that arm back, rotate it. Oh, wait, no, it's already rotated. There we go. Bring that up like that. Oh, wrong arm. That's why it seemed like it was wrong, because it was wrong. That's why it felt wrong, because everything was wrong. There we go. Bring that back. Tab that in. Now we're doing things correctly. Yay, hooray for doing things correctly. Anywho, let's get that in there. There we go. And that's how you want that looking. And then for the arms, they just want you to just bend them forward, just like that. And there he is in this configuration. Hooray for alternate configurations. Cool. I don't know. Hey, it's a thing. It's a thing. And just for a quick comparison, here he is with RC. Just so you can see how that works out. And in the instructions, they have him stored like on the back of Scourge's alt mode. I don't have Scourge at the moment, but when he is legally available to purchase, I will take a look at him and we'll show that off. But yeah, that is basically this configuration. Now there is one more configuration we can do, and that simply involves just bringing his arms back, and then you're going to rotate them. Rotate the forearms 180, and you have a little tab. If the camera will focus, you have a little tab that will go into a notch right there. So just line that up, and just plug that in, plug it in, like so. And then bring it back, second versus like the first, just rotate that around, bring that up, get all good and notched, get all notched up in there, then just take his toes and just fold them back. Like so. Come up under here, you do have a little handle that you can flip out, and there he is in that configuration, and now he is basically just a little handgun that we can use. And now we'll bring in Mr. Trap to be our lovely model, and we can just plug that right in, and now Battle Trap can pew pew bang bang, and all of that good stuff. He's not strong enough to wield the power, though. Not strong enough to wield the power. Now, I do wonder if there's another configuration, because the backs of his feet are posts. So there may be another configuration. Or maybe that's just for plugging into Scourge. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But there you have that. And there you go. So there you have Freezer, and he's a cool little bot. I do quite like his design. The robot mode I think looks really cool. I don't know. I dig his design. He's weird, but he's cool. I like it. As far as the alt modes go, I mean, it's not much. It's basically just him with a gun on his head. I mean, that's pretty much all his alt mode is, but, you know, it is what it is. It's cool that he himself can become an accessory for your other robots, can become a weapon, so I dig that. Increased play value, I am always here for it. I am always a fan of it. So all in all, a nice little dude here, and happy to add him to the movie collection, so there you go. Now, I picked this up from Hasbro Pulse, but you can also get Studio Series figures from BigBadToyStore.com, as always linked in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out the Studio Series playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers Studio Series Core Class Rise of the Beast Freezer. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Why are you here? Nah, I'm just bored. No, I mean in the grander sense. Why are you here? Well, that's not very nice. We already went over this. I'm not nice. Ah, what is that? No, that's just my little cousin. Don't make any sudden movements. He will rip your face right off. But otherwise, really friendly. Hi?